Hi, I'm Blum. I'm the founder of the Gay Therapy Center. And today I'm going to walk you through an exercise that'll help you and your partner actually communicate rather than fight. This is a great exercise to use for that topic that always gets you two into a fighting cycle. Here's how to have that same conversation and actually feel like it's getting somewhere, that we can really talk about this stuff and not end up fighting. So let me walk you through it. You're going to take turns. One of you is going to be the speaker and one of you is going to be the listener. And let me give you the job descriptions for those two roles. So first of all, the speaker. He's just going to speak for a few minutes, maybe two max. And what he's going to do is he's going to talk about himself. That's kind of it. He's just going to talk about him, how it feels to be him in that experience in the relationship where there's conflict. What's that like for him? What does that feel like? Where does he go emotionally when that thing happens between him and his partner? It's going to all be about him. And the reason we want him to focus just on him is that your partner can hear about you. You know, we're all interested in another's story. That's why we love drama and movies, television, books. We do care about somebody else's narrative. But the one thing we can't seem to hear is criticism. So don't do that. Don't talk about the other partner. Talk about your experience, not what he did, but this is how it felt for you when that thing happened. So just talk about yourself. That's the speaker's job for just a few minutes. The listener. Well, maybe at first glance that listener job seems kind of easy to sit there, right? But it's really tough. Because you already know what's going to happen, right? You're going to go places. He's going to say that thing, and you're going to think to yourself, no, that's not true. That's not really what happened. Or you're going to be preparing your own response. You're going to get activated. That's natural. Everyone does that. So your job this time, in the short role as listener, is just to say focus on listening to your partner. Keep telling yourself, I just have to hear this. That's all I have to do. So you'll notice when you go away, and then notice, can I come back? I just have to hear it. And to kind of keep you honest about actually hearing it, there'll be a little test at the end where you're going to tell your partner, this is what you said. And you'll feed back to him the key points. So you really have to listen. Why is this so important? Well, because we all want to be heard. Let me underline that. That's the most important thing. We all want to be heard. Once we actually feel like our partner gets it, that he heard us, things change in relationship. That tough stuff gets easier. We all of a sudden become more willing to compromise. But none of that happens if we feel like the other guy doesn't get it, doesn't hear us, ultimately doesn't empathize. So when you're listening, try to empathize. Try to imagine, what's it like for him? What if I were in his shoes? What would that feel like? That's a hard thing to do, especially when you're in some pain about that issue. Whatever he's talking about triggers you too, so it's not easy to do that. But can your heart be big enough to hold both your own opinion, your own hurt feelings, and hearing? Not forever, not for a half hour, but for 2 minutes. Can you just be present and hear it for 2 minutes? And then, of course, you're going to switch roles. So you're both going to get that chance to both listen and provide empathy and get heard. Now, that's a pretty good cycle in a relationship. So I want you to try it, see how it goes. At first, it'll feel kind of stilted and awkward, but then over time, hopefully it'll become more natural and then just become part of your repertoire of communication skills with you and your partner. So try it. Feel free to ask questions on the blog, Gay Therapy Center blog, about what you didn't do, what you should do, what works best. I'm happy to answer those questions, and good luck.